Hi, our grandparents watch this YouTube channel, so we just wanted to make sure before they watch this particular episode that for them to know that we are fine. Yes.
I'm breaking protocol with this video. I've been presenting our journey in a chronological order, and I'm a few weeks behind. I will go back to where we left off in the next episode, but this was too wild not to share now. In fact, this only happened a few days ago. I actually wasn't here at the time. I had flown back to the UK to do some gigs and I was having a lovely time. But then I found out what had happened and that Hugh had actually done his best to film it whilst also enduring it. I watched the footage and before I knew it, I had edited together a new episode. I will have to catch you up on a few things, seeing as we are temporarily skipping ahead. You will then have to just immediately forget all of this for next episode. We are in Sardinia, in a protected anchorage called Golfo Ranca. We have a new anchor, which is brilliant, and we are with 4 other buddy boats, Kendra, Empress, Ragdoll and Freeway. Everyone was expecting a storm. That's why we were here in this anchorage, in a sheltered bay in 5 metres of water. Decks had been cleared, anything that could move was tied down, solar panels away, interior tidied, catches on. We left our canopy up and Hugh was glad we did. We also did the usual anchor checks and we were ready for the worst. Or so we thought.
A few drops of rain have started to fall.
Oh wow! Ominous city! Ooh, this is good. Oh, there's lightning!
The rain's starting to fall.
It's storm time here in Golfo Ranca. There's Empress right next to us. There's Ragdoll right behind us. There's Kendra on our port quarter. And our port side over there is Freeway. And our new friends Wander over there. And they are going to get the brunt of that storm first. Oh, it's going to kick off. We've all just shifted our position by a good 90 degrees as the wind comes in. Oh man, we've got to get ready for this. Woo! We are ready, it's fine.
The freeway's going to get hit first. Oh my god, now I can see what you were worrying about.
Right, what's the speed, wind speed? 40 knots. We've just hit 40 knots of wind and we're far. Blimey.
Oh my god, I can see what you were worrying about.
Yes, yeah. This is terrifying. Go, stay down! Kid, it's alright, it's going to be okay. Listen to me, it's okay. Stay sat down, put your life jackets on, and sit down in the hallway. Sit down, put your life jackets on. Don't drag. One boat dragging towards us. Oh, that rain is painful. 58 knots. Fuck, I'm gonna... Oh, it's getting worse. Right, kids, I love you. Stay where you are. Stay down on the floor, hold on to each other, you'll be absolutely fine, okay? Oh, Christ on a bike. Everyone's holding out so far. Freeway are a lot closer to us. Kendra, okay? Ragdoll. We're now dragging on to Kendra. Fuck. Right there. There's coming a motor. Hold on. So basically all I'm doing is steering port, starboard, left and right, and just getting clear of the other boats in the anchorage. That's all I'm doing. I'm hanging on a moving chain. I feel like a fucking Roman gladiator on that ball and chain thing. And I'm just trying to stop our boat bothering someone else and making them slip as well. Absolutely horrendous. Break in the weather, it's down to 30 knots. There's a bit of me going, can I get the fucking chain up? I just don't know. Oh, happens to be this week at Kelly Goes. It's just such bad luck. Back tomorrow, you'll hear the stories. We're all safe. Oh, fucking anchor line. I mean, that flipping, well there we go, shut that up. Shallow depth. Too right, shallow depth. Right, I'm in a clear space again. Everyone's got a distance from me. Problem is, when I drive up on the chain, I then risk coming down on one of them really heavy. So I've got to sit the boat really carefully between Ragdoll and Kendra and just sit it out and keep steering until this is gone. I don't know how many hours that'll be. It's all good, kids. You're doing really well. Alright? I love you lot. I've got some chocolate, we'll have it afterwards, alright? So we lost a few things. We lost the surfboard. Our dinghy's broken. That's gone. There's our surfboard over there on the beach. Oh. See, right now, if I wasn't single-handing, I would get that anchor up and get out of here. Problem is, I'm single-handing, and it might take too long to get the thing up. The engine's slowly going forward. Well done! Kendra coming over. Oh, feeling up. Oh, fuck. Yeah. No. I got 30 meters and I've dragged to here. Have you got yours up? Have you got yours up? Have you got your chain up? Okay. I'm just staying on the helm and making sure I don't hit you. That's all I can fucking do, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm going to go forward again because I'm over the top of your chain. on, it's only 20 knots. What's going on? Fucking winch broke, didn't it? Of course it fucking did. So actually, yes, we didn't go anywhere. We had 80 metres of chain out. We were actually on the bitter end. So the anchor held, but the winch was broken. Oh fuck, I was in the middle of letting it out. I left it too late. I was too worried about Empress. There we go, that's 90 metres. I'm really bloody pleased we got a diesel powered windlass. I'll tell you that many times over. Here we go, what's that? 1, 2, 1, oh fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, fuck. Okay, that all makes a lot of sense now. Why we didn't end up on the fucking beach. And why, I'm sorry I'm swearing, I apologise. That was one of the most intense moments of my entire life. That and Eric being born. Okay. Right, I've got to make a dash on this in a second. Get this down. Issue, so the catch is broken on here, so I can't jam it off. I keep doing that, and I'm trying to untie that clip whilst I do it. There we go. Turns out we had 100 metres of chain out, so we weren't going anywhere. Sorry? I saw 60 knots. I'm so sorry about that, Chris. We had over 100 metres of chain out. My windlass is broken. So we were at the bitter end. Quite literally, we were being held on the bitter end. I just had to steer off you. Anyway, we're safe. The kids are safe. Yeah, we're good. You were right, Chris. You were right, John. We had 100 metres of chain out. I was in the middle of resetting it when it hit, and the stopper on the windlass is snapped, so the chain just went out. Yeah, we're back on 60 metres. So I don't think the anchor's moved. Yeah, I'm happy now. Sorry. You're all safe. All right, kids. Oh. Kids, do you want to come up, please? Oh. Just to see everyone and check everyone's okay. Okay, that's a moment in life, that is. What just happened. That's something that's... Hopefully we never ever have a moment like that ever again.
I read a book to Darcy.
I know you did, I saw you. I'm so proud of you.
And Tilly couldn't read it.
I'm so proud of you, okay? You did such a good job. Alright, going to give a wave to our friends because they were all pretty worried about you. No, see, come here. The boat, you were never going to get hurt, alright? I was never going to let that happen, and it was never going to happen. Listen to me, look at me. Okay, the worst possible thing that would have happened, alright, is we would have bumped on the other boats, we'd have gone past them, and we'd ended up on the beach, like that boat we saw. Okay? Which is why you had your life jacket on. We'd have bumped into Ragdoll or to Kendra. We nearly did. No, when we were in Portimao and we saw these boats and we climbed on them, that would have just been us, alright? And what would you have done then? Look at me, what would you have done? Got off. And we'd gone for a pizza. Okay?
I think I was more worried
Daddy's
about
got you.
I think I was more worried about
Thank you, Eric. Listen to me. We all had our life jackets on.
I knew we'd be
Yeah?
fine.
We were all safe, alright? The boat's safe, you're safe. Okay? I love you so much, right? Keep breathing.
I knew we were fine. I was just worried about this.
Thank you, Eric.
Super worried that you were going to fall in. You weren't down in the corridor.
I love you so much, right?
We're all good.
I'm never going to let you get hurt. Okay?
We're all okay.
It's okay. I'm so proud of you. Right, Eric, in the fridge drawer is some chocolate. Can you get it behind you?
I don't want it.
Oh, I want a piece of chocolate. Oh, it's alright, just sit up here for a minute. Oh.
Where's the rest of the storm, Daddy?
Oh, it's still going over, sweetheart, but we just got to hope that was the worst of it.
Meanwhile, I was sat at Stansted Airport waiting to come home, none the wiser until the group chat on WhatsApp went mad. So I called to check everyone was okay.
Okay, it's alright. Okay, we are all okay. It's 99%. I don't think I want that. There's actually some cookies, Eric, next to my accordion. We'll get those instead.
I don't really want mine.
Okay, we're okay.
Hello?
We're okay.
We're all
We're
okay.
okay.
I read Darcy a book to keep her happy. Couldn't do anything to
It's
Tilly.
okay. We're okay. The boat's fine. We're fine. Okay.
I can't hear you.
No, it's good because my phone's soaking wet. We're okay. Alright? It's all good.
Okay, you're okay, alright.
We're all fine.
Alright then.
We're safe. I love you lots.
I
Alright?
read Darcy a book to keep her happy. I couldn't do anything to Tilly.
Okay. I'll chat to you in a bit, Cal, but that was one of the most intense moments of our life. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. I love you
Alright.
lots. Alright, we had 60 knots.
Wait a minute. 60
Okay.
knots is enough to go around the world in about 15 days according to my calculations.
No, it's alright, you can stay on, it's fine, you don't need to go anywhere, it's fine. We're all okay, aren't we?
Yeah, according to my
Yeah?
calculations, you should
Everything's
be able to
fine.
go around the world
Our
in
windlass
15
broke.
days.
We were hung on just to, the jammer on the windlass. And the chain went out. The chain went out to the bitter end, so we had 100 metres of chain out, and I just had to steer. All I could do was steer the boat between Ragdoll and Kendricks and
The
stop
chain
hitting
went
them.
out itself by itself.
Oh, anyway.
The chain went out by
The chain went by itself, yeah. I was in the middle of trying to reset it when the stitching we just got hit. And I couldn't do anything, we just went. Whew. It's all good. So, everyone's okay. All the boats, everyone else held, everyone else hasn't budged, and we actually haven't budged. We just had 100 metres of chain out.
Yeah. You were just putting some extra chain out and actually accidentally put extra.
The windlass is broken, so. Oh! Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm a bit more worried now. It's over.
Yeah, well, exactly, that's what happens. Oh, look at that lightning, wow. Your body just. My adrenaline's just going in a minute, okay? And we're just adjusting to it all.
It's just a
surviving.
reaction of what just happened.
Yeah. Oh, so now what's happening is I'm getting the shivers and just calming down. Oh, did you find us cookies? That's fair enough, it wasn't that bad. The tow rails never touched the water, the boat never leaned over that much.
How
But we did
far
have about
does
2
it lean
metres of
over?
waves, didn't we? Oh.
All I was scared about is how much it was. It's like one of those scenes out of like a dramatic movie where the ship's
Yeah,
about to sink.
it was like a dramatic movie.
Like some person up there quickly steering the wheel, like trying to cling on to
Oh,
the
what
wheel,
happened,
while everyone else is jetting down to try and like survive. And then like a big massive wave comes and the whole ship sinks.
It's just acted by looking at all the pictures.
Yeah, that's why I decided to read you the book to keep you happy. Because I felt when just after it just started, I was like, wait a minute, I'm a brother. Wait a minute, I can do something to make her happy.
Kelly said we picked up Esperance because we wanted a real good quality blue water boat. She got it because she liked the pirate windows and she got lucky. Alright, so we had 60 knots. We had 2.5 metre waves easy. like the rain was stinging the boat, but actually it got nowhere near the cockpit, it got nowhere near any of the hatches. Like the boat was just took it in a stride. It's the first time I feel like we've ever come close to actually pushing Esperance to what she's designed to do.
Yeah.
So our paddleboard, one of our surfboards is there. That surfboard that's down here, down the side of the boat, next to the solar arch, was on the foredeck, and I just saw it go fly past and get trapped on the solar arch. Or next to the seating, so it's fine.
The main question is the hammock still okay?
Yeah.
The hammock's fine. And it's Starlink, actually. Better check Starlink. We're talking to Mummy.
Yeah.
Starlink's still there. Yep. Right, let's have a look at the map. It'll tell us what we've done the last 24 hours. There we go. There we go. So we were here, we swung round, then we drew all this pattern here, and that was me. Kendra was there on one side, and Ragdoll on the other side, and we were just swinging back and forth between them like a pendulum clock, trying not to hit them.
It's just a blue dot.
Yeah.
Our kids are pretty resilient, and for that we're very grateful.
This is what I'm saying to Tilly though, you need to comprehend, okay? That, what happened there, okay, I know it was intense, but it's a long, long way from the point where people are going to start dying, okay? This is really important to understand about Esperance and how we sail this boat. That was something hugely more intense and significant than anything we've done before on this boat. There's no doubt about that, but it's a whole nother level away from the boat being in serious danger, okay?
I'm not worried about the boat, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I know, I appreciate that. But even that, for me,
I think we were safe.
it was a whole nother level from any of us being safe. Yeah, I never lost my footing. I was never slipping. I was never being thrown around. Yeah.
Because you're holding on.
I was holding on, but I could hold on with just my feet. I didn't even have to hold on to anything. The boat was it was still a long way away from
Danger.
from real bad stuff. And the town's right there. You know, we can see the ice cream parlour and the pizza restaurant.
Felt like it was really bad stuff.
Of course it did. It was pretty intense. All right. Not a bad idea actually. I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's just a British thing to smile and laugh in the face of adversity, but in the aftermath, we helped our kids to regain their smiles. They were wondering if Harry Potter would have been able to fly through that, etc. And then they were looking at wind strengths, and they were very, very disappointed to learn that if the wind had been just 2 knots stronger, it would have been classed as a hurricane, and they would have been able to say that they survived a hurricane. As it is, it was only a violent storm. Thanks, Francis Beauford.
Oh, all good. Anyway, we're getting back to normal heart rates and body temperatures and things like that.
As long as there's
See
nothing
what
more
that
of that
was.
coming.
No, you can see that's what it was. Look at that on the radar. So that was an hour ago where it was over the top of us. See all that radar, that red patch, and that passed right over the top of us an hour ago. Now it's over there, and then we've got the rest of the night. See the red bit's the nasty bit.
Yeah,
So the rest of the night is just this stuff which is a bit more blue.
it's a bit like.
And the nice thing about the Mistral that's coming tonight and coming on Thursday, the Mistral is a different type of wind. That's from Europe and the Biscay. But in a way that's quite good because that's going to blow away all this pressure. Anyway, it's all safe, everything's ended fine, and now we've just got some winds picking up in an hour or so.
Do you know what the best thing to do is just to laugh about stuff? That's why everyone just makes jokes, Tilly. It's just human nature.
I read Darcy a book to keep it better.
Is that how absurd it is? Like, what an absurd thing. You were going swimming this morning, were you?
We were swimming about 2 hours before that happened.
Swimming 2 hours ago, and then all of a sudden the surfboard was flying around.
Right, time to have a bit of a tidy up. Ugh. Mayonnaise.
Nah, we won't have any maize until you
Egg. It's not too bad actually. It only just looks like flour. It just looks like we've been sailing, doesn't it?
The cupboards are open. Come here. And this is the bathroom. But the funny thing is, come here. The funny thing is, the cuts and scrapes box is still fine.
It's totally fine. Oh, that's his case spelling.
Okay, Darcy, you got that cleaned up. Nice and slowly.
No spills.
The new drink holder worked. Didn't spill a drop.
Where is my go? Where is my?
It's really strange watching all of this as an outsider. It looks terrifying, and by the accounts of all the other boaters, it was the scariest thing that anyone has ever lived through. However, everybody survived. A few dinghies flipped over, a few things were lost overboard, but I know our boats, and I know that Hugh and the other crews would have been properly prepared for what they thought was coming. They did everything in their control to keep everyone safe, but no one expected such a step up from what was predicted and what they had experienced before. I gathered a few bits of footage and photos from our buddy boaters. Chris and Daria on Ragdoll sent me these images. You can see how their radar picked it up just before the storm hit. They then recorded the wind going from 7 to 60 knots in 2 minutes. You can see that the eye of the storm passes right through this anchorage. This is footage from Five Gone Sailing, who were tied up on the harbour wall about 8 miles away. They said that there were boats dragging in the anchorage and a few of them got tangled together. This is footage from Empress, and I think the swearing is justified.
So it's going totally crazy. We've got 55, 60 knots of wind, massive waves, got some boats dragging. It's chaos. You hear the coming of boats in Olbia, and we're in the middle of it now. Fucking our turn. Fuck. It's crazy.
This footage is from Freeway. This is John on Kendra. The rain was so strong that he had to wear goggles to see, and the smile was to keep his kids from worrying. They didn't get any more footage as they were too busy shutting the watertight bulkhead and getting a grab bag ready, thinking the Esperance was about to take their bow off. We found out that a boat sunk in the marina next door, but all the boats in this anchorage were fine. Online reports say the wind was 75 knots, but none of us saw that, so I'm not sure we can really count it. I'm actually pretty gutted that I missed it in a strange sort of way, although I also hope that we never find ourselves in that situation again. I can't say that I survived a near hurricane, but they all can. Maybe we can just say that we survived a Medicane.
This is the story of how we didn't survive a hurricane.
Because for a hurricane, you need 64 knots of wind.
And we only got 61 knots of wind. That's a violent storm.
That's a violent storm.
The adrenaline's gone now a little bit. There was a moment during that when I had decided we were going on the beach, more or less. Or it was either that, or I didn't know what to do. It was quite intense. All I was trying to do was make sure we didn't just smash into one of the yachts as we dragged through them. So basically what happened was our catch on the anchor broke and all the chain went out. So we were swinging around on 100 metres of chain, which in many ways is the best thing because we just went nowhere. It held us, which is brilliant. But in my head, we still only had 30 metres out, and we'd slipped. So I was just trying to imagine where everyone else's anchors were, where everyone else's chains were, and trying to drag my chain through their chains and through their boats so as not to trip anybody else, and control Esperance from the helm, because the only thing I could do, I couldn't leave the helm. I couldn't go up foredeck to sort the anchor out. There's nothing I could do. And all I was just trying to do was keep Esperance off everyone else and make our way safely to the beach, basically. That was the decision I'd come to. Because, you know, I could go forward, but I couldn't go anywhere with the chain down. I couldn't dump the chain by myself. I couldn't get the chain in by myself. I couldn't dump it. So it was, yeah, it was basically, I'm going to drag carefully as I possibly can past everyone. So yeah, as it turns out, we actually were holding fine. The anchor's not moved, and we had 100 metres of chain out, and we were just swinging, as I described to the guys, we were like a knight's mace, just swinging recklessly, wildly in a battlefield. Yeah, and the other boats were just, they didn't want to lose their anchors and didn't want to lose their bows to Esperance's very heavy backside, because you know those boats are all, they're not insubstantial boats. They're all blue water cruisers, but they're still probably 60% to half our weight. And if we got hit, we came down on them in a surge of wave. You know, we were moving 6-10 knots at the time, which was possible. We could have put bigger gaping holes in the side of their boats. So there was a bit of risk there. There was an element of that. But then the other side, the flip side of the coin, it's going, well, like, that's what Esperance is built for. And that's why she's designed like this. Like, at no point did we really feel unsafe. I felt in control. I know it was a crazy situation, but I was in control of the boat as much as I could be. Every time we got near them, I steered off, I moved up, I adjusted, got out of the way. And I just kept basically just moving left and right between the other anchored boats and just holding us away from everyone else. And actually, we had loads of power. I never went to full revs. She had the power in the engine to do it. The helm responded. And, you know, the rain was stinging against your skin, right? But it was, at the same time, there was no element of, like, it healed a bit, but it never went healed so much that I was ever worried that water was going to come into the boat. It's only rainwater that's inside here. You know, all the hatches inside, hatches are shut. And you can see, like, I mean, she would have to go to about 120 degrees. You know, Esperance's mast like this, touches the water. We'd have to go about there, probably, before we ever got any seawater through that companionway ladder, because it's so high and so protected. And right there is a proof of why we buy a blue water boat. So that's good from that sense. And the kids survived it. And the bit that's making me cry is Eric. Like, he was up with me with his life jacket on, and I just said, go downstairs, get your sisters, put their life jackets on, look after them. And I think I said something like that. I can't remember what I said. It'll be on camera. I just said, put your life jackets on. And he just rose to it. I'm so proud of him. And he just sat him down in the corridor and read him a story and looked after his little sisters. And he completely did what he had to do. And I'm just so proud of him. So, that was magic. I just can't believe, like, I remember him being a little baby. He was 11-year-old, and he knew what he had to do. Anyway, so that was quite a big adrenaline moment. As I said, yeah, I basically come to the conclusion we were going one place. That didn't happen, and we're all good. And now I'm going to read Harry Potter with my lovely children. While my kids are gutted, we recorded 61 knots, or 60 knots. I think our neighbour got a bit more, but 64 knots is the official Beaufort Force 12 hurricane. So we only had a Force 11 storm, violent storm. That's all it was a violent storm. So yeah, sorry about that. We didn't manage hurricane status. The kids are like, oh, 3 more knots and it would have been a hurricane. It's all good. Alright, sending lots of love back home and to everyone. Toodaloo.